Let's get to work.
Save one for me.
This is fun.
The two-night crossover event starts next Monday at 8, 7 Central.
This guy, he feels more dangerous than all the others combined. You don't believe me? Guys, I'm telling you, he's not what he seems.
He's been watching us for weeks.
They just filed a complaint, said you harassed them.
This guy wants us to think he's unassuming, but he's not.
Listen to yourself, Barry.
I don't understand why you don't see what's going on.
Calm down. I don't want you to do anything else you'll regret.
You broke into our home! Please, we are getting married in a week, Barry.
I'll be thinking of you.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel to watch behind-the-scenes video and more from The Flash.
Not yet.
When?
At this point, it's just a concept. I call this my thinking cap. Just like their minds have gotten too small to handle their full capacity, mine's too small to deliver it. This can change all of that. If you build it, of course.
Your dream is my dream, and your passion is my passion.
I'm nothing without you.
The Flash, all new tonight at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Where were you 4 years ago on the night of January 7th?
Honestly, Mr. Allen, I have no idea. How far back does this investigation of yours go?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you. Also, do you ever use public transit?
What, like the subway? I mean, imagine me in a wheelchair.
More like a bus.
Is this really necessary?
I'm just being thorough.
Fine. I prefer Lyft. They're wheelchair friendly. Honestly, Mr. Allen, how are my vehicle options important? What a date I can hardly remember.
I'm just trying to establish a timeline, solve a mystery.
Mysteries are for novelists and archaeologists. You were supposed to be ruling me out as a suspect. Instead, it seems like you've got your guy.
Oh, no, this is just procedure.
Feels like persecution. Now, can I get back to you, or do I need to accompany you downtown?
No, of course not.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash and also Crisis on Earth X. So there's been a new small little promo that was released just after Supergirl last night. So we're going to be breaking a few scenes down in that, but it wasn't long enough and there wasn't enough new footage to actually make it its own video, so I'm going to be combining it with my Flash Season 4 Episode 7 preview video. So we're going to be going through the two scenes that you saw at the start of the video and also, you know, parts of the trailer and also the crossover trailer. So it's going to be crazy. Tonight's episode of The Flash looks like the best of the season, so I'm very excited. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any DC TV videos, and also turn on notifications so you get notified when I upload. So also, if you download the Stardust app, it's an app where you can react straight after the TV episode, and all you need to do is tag me and I'll be able to see it, and I'm going to start including some of you guys and featuring you in some of my videos if you do that on Stardust. So all you need to do is tag me at the DC TV show and also follow me at the DC TV show on Stardust, and you can get a chance to be featured in a video, as you can see in my last Supergirl video. So I'm going to be saying that in a few videos going on from now on, just to remind when new people come along. So let's get on to the Crisis on Earth X stuff first. So in the trailer you can see there's a few shots that we've seen before, you know, reused ones like Barry taking out some of the stormtroopers, and then we get some new ones background, we get an arrow that looks like it's custom made. It's something that we haven't seen before, and my theory is that this is a kryptonite arrow. So somehow maybe Barry's run to Earth 38 and actually borrowed some kryptonite from Clark, because we know Clark has all the kryptonite now, and he is actually firing it at Overgirl. So you would presume that he wouldn't just fire a normal arrow at her, and that he probably might have a kryptonite arrow because he's going to be facing off against a Kryptonian, obviously. So it's quite a nice shot, even though the CGI isn't the best. It looks like it's going to be a very cool scene. And then we get another shot of all the soldiers walking alongside the Earth X arrow, and we get a close-up shot of his mask. So this is the best look as of now that we've got of his mask. His mask is pretty average, you know, it's nothing too special, and he's got the black suit with the red outlines. So moving on to another shot, we get, like I said before, the shot of Overgirl actually holding that special arrow that Oliver's actually shooting, and it does seem like that is a kryptonite arrow, and she actually catches it, and in another trailer she actually snaps it in half. So it just shows her power, and it's just quite a nice shot to include in the trailer. And the final shot I want to break down, and I think this is the coolest shot to break down in this trailer, is the Earth X Flash. So he's going to be played by Tom Cavanagh, so I'm guessing it's another version of Eobard Thawne, but definitely another version of Harrison Wells, but we're unsure as of now if it's Eobard Thawne. But it would make sense if it's actually him and not Harrison Wells, because Harrison Wells wouldn't normally go on to be the Reverse Flash, so it would make more sense if it was actually Eobard Thawne. But you know, in the same situation from RF11, potentially he could be RF11 and he's ran over to Earth X and he's helping them, and he's doing that because for whatever reason, and that could be the reason. And what makes that viable is just due to the fact that the suit is the exact same suit and he's just got a different emblem. So if it was our Reverse Flash, he could definitely just change the emblem. So we will have to wait and see until the crossover episode, when it starts this Monday at 8/7 Central in the Supergirl episode, and then we're going to have the 4 episodes obviously. So we're going to see why he's the Reverse Flash of Earth X, or if he's another version of the Reverse Flash. So moving on to tonight's Flash episode. So this is episode 7, entitled Therefore I Am, and in the sneak peek we can see that Devoe is actually coming up with the plan for the thinking cap. And if you guys didn't know, this is a flashback scene, because they said they're going to be including flashbacks in this episode, and he's seen standing up, and we know he's in a wheelchair in present day, as you've seen in the other sneak peek and in past episodes. And I'm guessing the thinking cap is the moment where he actually is crippled, and maybe the intense shock of knowledge actually somehow cripples him. I think something like that might happen, because up until then he is seen standing, and then after he becomes the thinker, he's never seen standing again. So I think something to do with that might be the reason why he's actually a cripple now. But he name drops the thinking cap. So in the comics, the Thinker has the thinking cap, and it's literally a replica of the one in the comics. So I'm very happy that they're actually going along with this, because it's quite a cool storyline. So it's great to see a darker Barry, because I feel like this season there's been a lot of forced humor. I think some of the humor really works, like Cisco and Caitlin, but then some humor, but I feel like it's maybe a bit over the top. So I'm very excited to get him back to a more serious Flash tone, as this season has been a very light tone like they promised. But I feel like they actually should change back to a more darker tone, because more people actually get invested into the story if there's more mystery and there's higher stakes. Because with humor there comes less of a stake, obviously, because everything is to do with the jokes and the things surrounding them, and with jokes you can't really do very serious storylines. So I think if they're delving back into the more serious stuff, it's going to be a better and more enjoyable storyline. I'm not saying that comedies are bad, I really like comedies, but I feel like the Flash TV show works best when it doesn't have too much humor in it. So Barry in the sneak peek is seen going head on against Devoe, and he's seen teaching at his school that we actually saw in the past, so he's still doing the same job. But in this episode, hopefully they explain why one version of the Thinker's always in this blue lighting room, and why he looks so different from this very normal looking Devoe that Barry encountered in last episode, and also that he's going to encounter in this episode. So I'm very interested as to the reasons why he actually has these two different versions. And Barry in this episode is going to be literally the only one that actually believes that Clifford Devoe is the Thinker, the guy controlling them. I have to say, I included this in my trailer breakdown, so I don't understand this. Team Flash in the past has had to face off against a villain who's in a wheelchair deceiving them. When they see Devoe in the wheelchair, they think, oh no, how can he be a villain? He's in a wheelchair, he's crippled. The idea of them actually being so blinded by their hopefulness at the moment is very weird, and I'm really liking how Barry's actually standing up and telling them, you guys are going crazy, you're being too optimistic, guys. I think this guy is definitely bad news. You guys should should not trust people in wheelchairs as much as you seem to do. So the Thinker still in this sneak peek seems to be one step ahead of him. He sort of smirks when Barry actually uses his speedster power, so he probably noticed, and I feel like he knows what's going to happen and he's the one actually controlling the situation, even though Barry thinks he's slowly getting to him, but you know, he's the smartest man alive. So there's no doubt about it that he's probably outthinking him. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my crossover promo breakdown for the Supergirl episode, and then also my Flash episode 7 preview for the scenes that you just watched earlier in the video. So anyway guys, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like Shari.